They go play action here on first down. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. It got his man. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. He's got this one complete to Perriman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jason in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack on first down, Jones looking for Perriman there. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Minshew and the Jags now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
Now Jones. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chason in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
14.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 20-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Out of the gun is Minshew, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew, that's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
28-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 25.
It'll be Minshew again. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew being chased out left. And now he's going to, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambo will put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And this will be caught at the 30.
Woo! Give me some.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 27. Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check, 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 check. 53's the mark.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But they get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this is taken in at the 5.
Jones pass.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this will be a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bears 34. Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, wahoo!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Leonard Fournette.
They'll throw now on the final play. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Bears 34, Jaguars 24. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On the handoff.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw from the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long.
Jones now on the keeper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
it's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bravo!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
Sack.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Third quarter with the score Bears 37, Jaguars 24.
The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Bears 37, Jaguars 31.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll go Barkley again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Barkley, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Jones, and Robinson with a big catch.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, that changes things, obviously. They can elect to bring the kicking team out now and try it from the 20 if they want.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did exactly that. Going for 2 from the 7 versus kicking it from the 20, I like my odds better with my kicker.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Bears 45. Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a first and 10
at the 20.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Throw caught here by Bird. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to